It's a brew day and it's a very cold, wet January and the first brew of 2023. So we are going to brew a Pilsner. 5 kgs of Pilsner malt. We've got 80 grams of SARS at the start of the boil. Now, I bought some more SARS from across my loof, and as a little treat, they sent me some Sladek. I had to look it up. It's a SARS replacement. Now this is the powder, I think. The sweepings up at the bottom that they sometimes send. Thank you very much. Now, I think I'm going to use it. I bought some Technan and some SARS, and I've got plenty of both. But they was kind enough to send this to me, so I think I'm going to use it. Now, I don't know relationship to pellet, how much you put in. Do you have to put more in? Do you have to put less in? Is it going to make it cloudy? This is a beer I'm going to want to clear up, isn't it? And I've never used finings or gelatine or anything like that. Oh, is this going to make a difference? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go. I say they was kind enough to send it. Thank you, Cross My Loof. And so I'm going to use it. Now, they've sent me a 65 kg bag of it. Now, when I did my Bohemian Pilsner, I used 77 grams of SARS at the start of the boil and 38 grams of SARS at flame out. This time I'm using 80 grams of SARS at the start of the boil and 65 grams of. I'm going to chuck it all in. I'm using Cross My Loof. Yo! So, we are in. 5 kgs of Pilsner malt. Our mash at 67, sparge at 77. Protoflock. SARS. Let's see how she comes out, shall we? So it's time, it's finally time. Now, I take ages to brew a lager or Pilsner. Pilsner, I've never brewed a lager. Beer in the glass, straight away. Let's get this. Hang on. Now, I don't know whether we ought to. No, I reckon we're about alright with carbonation. Nice fluffy head. Some sticky bubbles. Nice, that's clear, that is clear. No finings. Protoflock and time. I don't know what's going on with this clarity thing at the minute. But I'm not going to complain, I'll tell you. I'm not going to complain. So, I brewed this in January. It was early on in January. It's the first brew of 2023. And it's now beginning of April. Now, I had Oyster Boys pressure fermented lager a while ago, done in 2 weeks, and I tell you what, no off flavours with that. I love brewing Pilsners, I love a Pilsner on tap, but I don't like the waiting. I just don't like the wait, it just takes forever, doesn't it? It's alright, it's only my second ever Pilsner, so I've brewed them when I've had chance, when I've had some stocks in and they can sit in a keg, and you know, I do like it. I love a good Pilsner. I love a good Pilsner. People are liking this as well. So we've got Sarzand a Sladek powder. So I looked into the Sladek, can't pronounce it, still don't know how to pronounce it, I haven't seen anything else about it. So it's a cross with Sarzand Northern Brewer. Lovely, lovely colour. Straw-like golden, white fluffy head. Carbonation streaming up the glass. That's about right. Maybe could be a little bit more, but that's perfect for me. Smells crisp. That's what it smells like. Smells like a crisp day. A little bit malty. Oh my goodness. I'm pushing my luck at the minute. I tell you what, I love that. That is crisp, clean and clear, as I would say. She'll stick into the glass a bit. She's light and malty. She's a little bit fruity. She's definitely got that sour spiciness. And it's dry on the back end. We came in at 5.4% of the ABV. That's not out of the way, is it? Perfect. I couldn't remember what I'd used. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I used the Wyman's floor malted Pilsner malt. I'm half tempted to get a 25 kilo bag of this, well, of a Pilsner malt, just to go along with my pale malt or my Marisotto 25 kilo bag that I have, because you can put it in pale ales, can't you? You can use it as base malts. I'd love to brew some more. If I get my pressure fermenter that I really fancy, I'll be doing the 2-week Oyster Boys one, because I like a Pilsner on tap, I've got to say. Lagers, I won't go out to the pub and drink a lager, I think I've probably said this before, but a good Pilsner and a good home brewed Pilsner, I mean, that is just right up my street. Refreshing. It's one for the masses. It's got a little bit of fruitiness in there as well. Is that the Sladek? Oh gosh, this could cause me a problem. Like there's a little bit of grapefruit in there, or passion fruit, just a little mild bit of that, but it's malty, it's fresh, it's a bit spicy, it's a bit fruity, whatever fruits are in there, a little bit. It's clear. Yo. And it's just absolutely, in my opinion, delicious. Absolutely delicious. Perfect mouthfeel. Nice and light. Those bubbles bounce, that maltiness. And all those fruity flavours that you've got in there. And that spiciness around your mouth, on your tongue, around your tongue. What else can I say? That is only the 5th one off as well. So that, I mean, that's true clear. That's true clearness. That's like honest clearness, that. Right from the bottom of the keg. So we're about right with that, aren't we? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should be getting on already and brewing next one so we can sit there. Brew day today. I'm in the brew garage, and the smell. I love the smell of brew day. I love the smell of brew day after if I come and do a video as well, because you've been out of it a little while and you come back in and all them malts and that tea smelling wort. It's there, isn't it? It's in the air. It's, you know, if you're passionate into brewing, I love being in that environment. Love it. Absolutely love it. Ah. This isn't going to last long, I'm afraid, but it just takes me so long to get another one done. Like I say, I need to get my finger out, get a pressure fermenter. As I've said, I might have said, or I might be saying, I think I've mentioned this in another video, whether it's come out or not. I want some new taps. Richard from Dude's Brews talked about like front sealing taps or back sealing taps. I knew nothing about that, and it makes sense when you turn these off. Look, I've got a bit of it. Look, it's because it seals at the back. The taps seal at the back, the cheaper ones. So this, all this at the front, it's got beer sat in it. Where I want one that seals at the front with a shorter stem. So then it cuts it off straight away, doesn't it? And then you haven't got all this dribbling and mess. And see, I have some of this paper on here. Generally, I take it off of videos because it looks prettier, but you know they dribble after. You know, you turn your gas off. I turn my gas off in between. Dribbles after and then drops in. So it just keeps it a bit tidier, less stickiness, cleaning up. But yeah, I say with pressure fermenters, 100 and some quid with the kit. Taps are going to be for 400 and some quid. This day and age, you've got to sort of budget yourself in a little bit, haven't you, and prioritise what you want next. So I just haven't quite decided. I want both. That's what I want. I want both at the same time, and I want them now. So I don't know. I don't know which I'm going to get first, but we shall see. I mean, I can't taste anything that shouldn't be there in there. There's no off flavours, I don't think, but you know, they could be passing. I mean, for me, if I got, I say this sometimes, don't I? But I really, you know, if I would pay for that in a pub, and I'd pay decent money, because that is just so crisp and clean. It's just such a clean, lovely drink with some character. It's not just. It's got something about it. That's why I like a Pilsner more than a bit of a lager, really. And they can get hopped lagers and things, can't you? But do you know what I mean? It's just, it's a Pilsner. It's got something about it. But it just tastes right. It tastes completely right. I love it. I mean, it's worth the time, I guess, to get a product like that. But I'm a bit impatient. I'd like it a bit quicker. I've got to be honest. I think we're done. Thank you. Cheers.
Like, subscribe and hit the bell.